And a good day, all of you. John Henderson Pierre with the Beverage Ramble and Chats back again with you. Another Beverage Ramble edition today from our friends at No Limit, from Magnify Brewing Company. A Schwarzbier lager, No Limit. Comes at a 4.9% ABV. Now, I've tried this style on a couple of other occasions, whether it was the Jingao Black Lager or the Lost Highway from Yellowhammer Brewing Company, which is based in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama. And I mentioned the Jingdu, which is, I think that was a beer made in down in South America. So I don't try this beer style often, but might as well. 4.9%, which is not too bad for an ABV. 3.8 out of 5 on Untappd, and 83 score good on Beer Advocate. So I'm down here at my parents' house. I'm here in the basement doing this review, so it's gonna be pretty quick in case someone tries to call me. Try to do these reviews quickly. Yeah. Anyway, something kind of interesting happened here. I got this, my dad's candle, and it has Betty White on it, on the candle. This was, I guess, when Betty White died, they were selling these candles, so Betty White. Anyway, I'm not going to question the Lords, in any way. Anyway, here, this is what it looks like. 4.9%, which is pretty low for an ABV. Some of the other ones that I've tried, the ABV were a little bit higher, maybe at 5% at best, but so in the basement you can see junk and the boiler, and you can see the heater right in the background. So has sort of a coffee-like aroma on the nose right now, so pretty good. A lot of head you can see on the beer. But the style is not viewed as that, so some say maybe a dark lager, but Anyway, alright, let's have at it. Cheers. Hot as hell. It's gonna get humid this week. I got this beat up t-shirt I'm doing, helping my dad, doing some stuff around the house, but took a break. He's doing some paperwork right now. It has sort of a burnt coffee, which is not a bad thing, but kind of a burnt kind of coffee sort of aftertaste, which is not a bad thing, again. Almost tastes like a stout, but it's not. Almost like the Dixie Voodoo, also another beer that was kind of similar to this, the Dixie Voodoo something. Remember now, Dick's no longer Dixie, now is under another name, so. $3.25 for this pint can at this pack store here in Bloomfield, and the brewery is based in Fairfield, New Jersey, which is, I think, maybe 15-20 minutes away from where my parents stay here in Montclair, New Jersey. The light is going in and out, kind of like that, so it's sort of it'll clear up real quickly. Nice. Has a sort of a coffee-like feel to it. Very good malt. Let people know that these sort of style Schwarzbier, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, are not stouts and not porters. I don't know if there are any resemblance to them, but some would think it is a stout and porter, but it's definitely not. This could be paired with a nice steak if you want to do that. Some meats. Yeah. Some meat, some grilled meat, something like that. You could probably pair this with. Or, something that's in the air fryer that's being grilled. Grilled, roasted, smoked meats. Prepared eating with a nice bowl of chili. Now, I don't know if this beer would be considered something you could have year-round. Maybe, but I'm guessing it would be more suited for the fall season. That's just me. Or you can have it year round, whatever. That's your preference, but isn't too bad. Nice. Again, as I mentioned, that burnt coffee feel on the end. Pretty, pretty decent, nothing off about it. I keep saying the same thing. I say the same things when I do these reviews, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to come up with some different words. Forgive me. It's good. Again, this style, I don't consume these every day, but that's what first thing came to mind was the Lost Highway from Yellowhammer, the Jingao Dark Lager, that's from South America. Those are probably the two styles that this reminds me of. Just a nice, good style, very malty, not overly heavy, especially with the ABV being 4.9%. Now, had it been 6, I would say, maybe drink one. And maybe that's all you need to do is drink one of these, and that's it. But not too bad. Not too bad at all. Get a nice bowl of chili, but this always says the basement tends to be a little bit cooler. If you hear, maybe down will probably give me a basement apartment. I'm thinking about. I don't want a house. Yeah, I'm talking out loud. Things I'm thinking about, especially situations I'm going through right now. Family stuff, but it's a topic for another day. Yeah, but anyway, this is not the style to consume every day. I'm sure many of you will probably agree. This is not something you try every day, but yeah, that would be the food pairings I would pair it with. Some chili. You want to add this to a recipe, to the chili, maybe to a meat pie, whatever. This is not, again, as I said, it's not a porter, it's not a stout, so just remind yourself that that's not what it is. This is pretty good. I think the same score, but I'll go a little higher what Beer Advocate is putting out, so I'll go 8.4 on this one. So 8.4 for No Limit Schwarzbier Lager from Magnify Brewing Company in Fairfield, New Jersey. So you're in my home state of New Jersey, come visit, check it out, try it. I don't know why the light is doing that. Check it out. No Limit Magnify Brewing Company. I said 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. So this is about a B for me. So check it out, try it. I'm sure you will like it. I'm sure you will. John Harrison, Pierre the Beverage Ramble in chat. So you can keep on watching as always. Cheers, live, laugh, and love. No limit. No limit. No reason. No limit. No reason. A good Schwarzbier lager. I say yay.